I have some news for you. There's a reason for every setback you've been facing lately, and once you see it, everything changes. For months, Jupiter has been retrograde, and it felt like nothing was moving. Projects stalled, plans got derailed, and no matter how hard you pushed, things just wouldn't click. What you may not know is that it was never stuck. It was charging up. Imagine pulling back a slingshot. The energy is building, the tension is rising. And now, the release. But here's the catch. The peak is not happening today. Everyone's looking at February 4th, thinking this is the moment everything changes. But the real shock, the real shift starts tomorrow. February 5th is when things start to hit, and when they do, you won't be able to ignore it. You think February 4th is big? You're looking at the wrong day. Yes, Jupiter is finally moving direct today, but that's just the switch flipping. The energy hasn't fully landed yet. Think of it like a massive ship changing direction. It doesn't just instantly start speeding ahead the moment the turn is complete. It needs a moment to build momentum. That's what February 5th is. The moment when the energy actually kicks in. The shift has been set in motion today, but tomorrow is when the effects start to ripple out into reality. That's when you'll start feeling it, opportunities appearing, clarity hitting, and for some, a sense that something just clicked into place. Over the next few weeks, revelations are coming. Things you thought you knew are about to be flipped upside down. You might wake up feeling different. You might notice strange synchronicities. The world itself is shifting, and if you think this ends with Jupiter going direct, you're not ready for what's coming next. Jupiter is direct, and the rules of the game just changed. For months, you may have felt like you were walking through quicksand, plans falling apart, opportunities slipping through your fingers, doors closing right before you could step through. But guess what? That was never bad luck. That was Jupiter testing you. And now, the test is over. If you've been pushing through setbacks, your breakthrough is coming. But if you've been riding the wave without effort, ignoring the signs, coasting on luck without putting in the work, brace yourself. Jupiter is the great equalizer, and when it flips direct, it doesn't just hand out blessings, it corrects imbalances. This is where fate steps in. If you're meant to rise, nothing can stop you. If you've been avoiding the lesson, nothing can save you. Some will experience instant relief. Others, a rude awakening. Expect sudden shifts in fortune, unexpected job offers, surprise breakthroughs, money appearing out of nowhere. But also, sudden losses, shocking turns, and the kind of twists that make you stop and ask, what just happened? And just when you think that's the biggest shift, something stranger starts happening. You'll be in the middle of something, maybe driving, maybe scrolling through your phone, when a name just appears in your mind. A person you haven't spoken to in months, maybe years. And then they show up, a message, a call, a chance encounter in the most unexpected place. Maybe they think of you first, and suddenly you're on their mind as if you never left. This isn't a coincidence. This is Jupiter reconnecting what was never fully closed. Some of these people are returning for closure. Some are showing up to remind you of something you lost. And some, they have a role in what's coming next. If someone from your past crosses your mind today, pay attention, because by tomorrow, you might just find out why. The universe is no longer delaying. Whatever you focus on, whatever you deeply feel, is now rushing toward you. For months, it felt like things were stuck, like you were pushing and pushing, but nothing was truly moving. The same desires, the same intentions, the same dreams, circling, lingering, yet somehow just out of reach. That block is gone now. Jupiter moving direct means that resistance has been lifted, and what once crawled toward you is now speeding in your direction. And this isn't just some subtle energetic shift. This is a full-on acceleration. Things that would have taken months to unfold will now happen in days. Conversations that should have been impossible will suddenly flow. Paths that seemed completely closed off will crack open in the most unexpected ways. The time lag between thought and reality, it's shrinking. What you think today could show up in your life tomorrow, but this is a double-edged sword. You are no longer waiting for results, but that means the universe is no longer waiting for you to get your energy right either. Be careful what you focus on. If your mind is clouded with worry, hesitation, or worst of all, indecision, then don't be surprised if you start seeing those fears reflected back at you, rapidly and undeniably. This is why so many people are experiencing near-instant shifts. Someone thinks about changing their job, and suddenly they get an offer. Someone lets go of an old relationship, and within hours, they cross paths with someone new. This isn't coincidence. Jupiter is now amplifying everything, pulling events into place faster than the mind can logically process. And here's the real secret. The universe doesn't care whether you're ready or not. It's moving, right now, with or without your hesitation. So the real question isn't whether your manifestations will happen, but whether you're aligned with what's coming. Because whatever you've been projecting outward is about to show up, and the only thing left to do is decide if you're truly prepared to handle it. But that's only part of the shift. Something even deeper is happening beneath the surface, because it's not just about creating new realities, it's about closing old ones. There are certain situations in life that seem to repeat endlessly. The same struggles, the same toxic patterns, the same unfinished lessons. You tell yourself things are changing, you try to move forward, but somehow you always end up right back where you started. Until now. This is the moment where the cycle shatters. The universe has had enough. And whether you're ready or not, it's breaking. Jupiter's forward motion isn't just about expansion. It's about course correction. The places where you've been stuck, the unresolved wounds, the people who keep resurfacing even when they shouldn't. This is where the universe steps in and says, that's it, no more. And this won't happen quietly. Some people will experience a conversation so final, so absolute, that there is no going back. Others will feel a massive internal shift, like something that's haunted them for years has suddenly lost all its weight. Others will watch, almost in disbelief, as a door they thought they'd never escape from just shuts. At first, it might feel disorienting. What do you do when something that's always been there suddenly isn't? When a person you swore was part of your story just disappears? When a habit or mindset that controlled you for years suddenly feels foreign? That's how you know it's real. This isn't just a moment of clarity. This is a full-blown karmic reset. And while it might feel strange, uncomfortable even, there's something else beneath the surface, something you might not have felt in a long time. Relief. Because for the first time in what feels like forever, you're no longer running in circles. You're no longer stuck in the same repetitive storylines. You are free. And what comes next? That's a reality you've never stepped into before. You've felt it before. That eerie moment when something lines up so perfectly, it's impossible to ignore. And now, with Jupiter shifting direct, those moments are about to intensify. You'll be thinking about something, maybe a decision you've been avoiding, a question weighing on your mind, and then, right when you least expect it, the universe will answer. Not in a loud, dramatic way, not with flashing lights and sirens, but in a way that feels almost too perfect to be random. A song playing at the exact moment you need to hear it. A conversation nearby, echoing the exact words you've been contemplating. And here's the thing. Most people brush these moments off. They call them coincidences. They think, oh, that's weird. And then they move on. But Jupiter doesn't do coincidences. Jupiter aligns. Jupiter orchestrates. This is a test, a checkpoint, a flashing sign from the universe that says, pay attention. Because right now your path is shifting. The version of you that existed during Jupiter retrograde, that version was in the fog, moving through uncertainty, feeling blocked, delayed, unsure. But now, as Jupiter breaks free, the universe is adjusting your course. And these coincidences, they are the markers showing you where you're supposed to go next. Will you listen? Because ignoring these signs doesn't make them stop. It just makes them louder. The message will come again. Stronger, more direct. The universe isn't going to let you miss this. So when it happens, when that eerie alignment unfolds right in front of you, don't doubt it. Don't dismiss it. Take it as confirmation, a reassurance that you're exactly where you need to be. And if you lean in, if you follow that breadcrumb trail, you'll realize something incredible. The universe has been guiding you this whole time. One day, you're drinking your favorite coffee, the one you swore you couldn't live without. But today, it tastes off, almost bitter. Maybe it's a song you've played 1,000 times. Suddenly, it grates on your nerves. Or a scent that used to bring comfort now feels wrong, like it doesn't belong to you anymore. What changed? You did. Your body isn't just changing, it's rejecting the old version of you. Jupiter is pulling you into a new frequency, and your body is the first to know. Before your mind even catches up, your energy field is shifting, detaching from anything that no longer serves your next chapter. This is why things that once felt familiar, comforting, enjoyable, might now feel repelling. It's like wearing a shirt that no longer fits. You didn't notice how tight it was until now. And this isn't just about preferences. It's deeper. It's about alignment. Maybe you've been holding onto a habit, a routine, a connection. Not because it's good for you, but because it's familiar. But when Jupiter moves forward, it doesn't care about comfort. It moves with expansion. And anything keeping you small will start to feel suffocating. Have you ever walked into a place and felt like you just couldn't be there anymore? A space that once felt like home now feels foreign, like you've outgrown it overnight? That's not in your head. That's energy. This is a sign. The things your body suddenly rejects are showing you what's been holding you back, what's been draining you, keeping you stuck in an outdated version of yourself. So don't fight it. Don't try to force yourself to like what no longer feels right. This isn't a phase, it's a breakthrough. The old attachments are dissolving, and the faster you let them go, the faster the new can find you. But here's where it gets even crazier. The moment Jupiter stations direct, everything shifts. It's like someone just flipped a switch. The air feels different. There's a weight that's suddenly lifted, but also an electricity in the background, a hum of something big about to unfold. You might already feel it. A restlessness, a strange anticipation, like something is stirring behind the scenes. Conversations start taking unexpected turns. People who were silent suddenly reach out. Decisions that felt impossible yesterday now seem obvious. But this isn't just change for the sake of change. This is the moment where reality begins reshaping itself. Jupiter moves fast. The things you set in motion in these next 48 hours, they won't just happen, they will unfold exponentially. And the first 48 hours, They set the stage for everything that comes next. February 4th is the trigger, but February 5th, that's the explosion. The real shift happens tomorrow. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.